Captain nominated. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we are at Newnham Park in Plymouth. It is raining. Maybe you can't see the... Oh yeah, you can see that, the drip drops on the windscreen. Classic British weather, brilliant. So, time to go over and see what it's all about, I suppose. Quite excited, actually. Not even racing, quite excited.
Okay, so around about 14 minutes to the start of the 2017 Pivot 2412 here at Newnham Park, the home of British mountain biking.
So in part one of this video, we meet Judy from Beer Babes, who made the trophies for the solo winners. We met Hattie Harnden, who's the UK Youth Champion, who, as of last week, the European MTB Champion, and Martin, the main man and organiser of Pivot 2412.
So what's your name?
Judy.
Judy, and you are beerbabe.co.uk.
That's right.
Making amazing fine things, which we will look at in a minute. So we're just talking about the course. So you're saying that you can have a really vicious course, but the course for this is it's a milder version.
It is very gentle. There will be one or two technical little bits which you kind of can't get around. But because you're out on the course, you've got other riders out on the course, and a lot of riders out on the course at times. You've got to have something that is much more rideable by everybody. You won't have the steep pitches down. There will be some climbing, but then that's
inevitable.
That's inevitable around here. It's not exactly like Holland where it's nice and flat.
But how dull that would be.
No, I know.
Oh,
Yes. I mean, there's always something to challenge, and the organisation really do think about what the riders are going to be capable of doing. They change the course every year.
Right.
So people have their favourite sections, and it's a challenge each year. But sometimes you like it, and sometimes you don't. But
so I suppose that's good, because there were guys coming back here year on year. There weren't many people that put their hand up for new riders. So
I mean, this is out of the 12, this is the 11th time that I've been at this event.
Well, I was quite pleased, because they said this is the 12th year and 13 is my lucky number. So I'll be entering on the 13th year, so I'm pretty chuffed about that.
Well, maybe we need to get them to have a 13-hour category for you. Especially 13th year.
You have to do 13 hours. It'd be 24:13. I think that'd be a bit of a 24:12 rolls off the tongue, don't you think? 24:12 is good. Yeah.
Yes.
So have you ridden it before, or you tend to do this?
No, I've ridden this before. I won the 12-hour Torchbearer solo.
Oh, well done.
Back in 2012.
Did you make your own trophy for that?
I didn't, but in 2014, when I was second, I did make the trophies. So I did win one of my own trophies.
Excellent. Oh, brilliant. See, now if you didn't have to, if it was a raffle or something, they'd say it was fixed, but when you have to ride 12 hours in the dark through the night. So why did you choose the Torchbearer, not the day one?
Probably because you start riding at night and you're riding to the daylight.
Right.
So you get night riding can be maybe a little off-putting for some people. I actually thoroughly enjoy it because it's a totally different experience. But it means that you're riding into the light and you see the sun rise, and then the clock is counting down to that midday finish.
You're making me think now. I wonder if I should do Torchbearer or if I should do the other one. I don't know.
This is, I mean, the other good thing about doing Torchbearer is that the 12-hour race here is very popular. So by come midnight, when the 12-hour race finishes and the Torchbearers start, there are a lot fewer people out on the course.
Yeah.
And you can really ride your own race.
And everyone loves a dawn, so why wouldn't you?
Yes, and everybody loves a person that finishes at midday.
So when you did that, did you have a nap in the evening before, or did you just stay?
Yeah,
so that's the way to do it.
Slept in the afternoon, and then started racing at midnight. So I didn't have the stand at that point.
Right.
So because to try and balance the two is not so
I know, I was
easy.
wondering if you were going to say that you did the day in the stand and then you went off on your bike ride.
No.
That's pretty hardcore.
No, that is, yes.
not that. No.
But I'm lucky this time I've got a team of, we're doing 24, but there's 5 of us, so
Right.
I can delegate, you know, you need to go out for a lap and you need to go out for a lap, and always getting dark, I'll go out for a lap now.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
go out on the cover of darkness.
Oh, you got me thinking now. Maybe I should do torchbearer. I didn't think like I do love a dawn. Yeah, that would be nice. I suppose the track's going to be pretty messy by the time we get to torchbearer tonight.
Yes,
But then it is what it is, isn't it?
It is what
So
it is.
It is what it is.
To be honest, I think that you've had enough people practicing the course already. The more riders that go out, the better the course will start riding.
Oh, right.
It will get better.
Because
the riders will push the mud out of the way, the track will pack down.
Yeah.
The routes will still be slippery. But generally, if you get more people riding over a surface that's not so good to start with, it will improve it.
Oh, expert tips here. Hattie Harnden, and you're national champion at like an age level or women's or
in youth female.
right? And that's cross country or endurance or
Well, so youth is under 16, but that's so I'm cyclocross and mountain bike actually. But that's a bit irrelevant.
Cool. So the training you do is like you're constantly training then because you're racing all year round.
I have a bit of time off, like I have in January a bit off and a bit off at the end of the mountain bike season as well.
Yeah.
Because I don't really train too much cyclocross because it's not really what I want to do. It's just a bit of fun on the side and a bit of like training in the winter.
Yeah.
It's sometimes better than going out in the rain.
So what was so I'm a novice, never raced before, going to start as of this week training to ride the 12-hour solo here next year.
Yeah.
So what would you, I ride off-road all the time.
Yeah.
I'm going to start a bit of on-road to get some miles under my belt, but what would your tips be?
Always do it on how you feel. So like if you genuinely are like knackered, there's no point going out because you're not going to get anything out of it. You're better off like having a bit of a break and going out next day or something, or going on how you feel.
Yeah.
'Cause I think you can easily overdo it. I think some people do, and then it knock-on effect is much worse than just having a day off.
And do you think, and during the races, do you think it's just like a mental thing, and I'm imagining it's mental and it's keeping up, like snacking and drinking through the hours?
Yeah.
I think that's about right.
Yeah, you've got to keep on top of things, haven't you? It catches up on you, that's the thing. And you get tired, and yeah.
So it's preempting that before you have the full crash and burn, I suppose, yeah?
Yeah, exactly, yeah, you don't want to hit that wall.
No.
That's the issue. Yeah.
So you're doing the 12 hours or 24?
We're doing the 12 hours, fortunately.
In a team?
Yeah, team of 4.
Right.
Yeah, yeah, it's going to be good. Strong
So you say
riders.
unfortunately, why do you say unfortunately?
Well,
you'd rather do more?
No, fortunately.
Fortunately.
I've done an 8-hour one before
Yeah.
as a pair, but I think 12 hours is a good step up. Maybe one day 24 hours, but not quite yet, I don't think.
So do you think it's a bit nuts then if you've not done one before and you're going as a solo into 12 hours?
I don't know. I think if you do like long, I don't know. I think it depends what you're mentally like, I guess. If you can handle it, I guess you'd be off for a win. I don't know.
And do you think like with the last couple hours when it's getting dark and then obviously you should be most tired, or do you think you get a bit more adrenaline because maybe you're near the end of the race? Or maybe that's when you hit the wall.
Yeah, that's probably when I hit the wall. Yeah, I think just get knackered, I think. I'll probably end up, try not to fall asleep in the middle of it.
But you're in a team.
Exactly,
You
yeah.
should be fit. You're young, you'll be fine.
Keep up for the team. You don't want to let the team down.
I suppose, that's going to be a thing, isn't it? That's a more positive thing that you'll. Whereas when you're on your own, you're just fighting yourself, really, aren't you?
That's true, yeah.
Right, you've got to get ready for your race. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Good luck, you guys.
Do a 12-hour solo next year.
Yeah, that's the plan.
You sound like you've got enough here.
I think that's, you can fight. Yeah, it's a lot of that, isn't it?
At the end, though, having done it.
Well, this is. Oh, look out! Yeah, it'd be amazing.
I'm impressed.
It'll be good. Good.
Well done, you.
Having a goal is much easier to train if you've got someone to train. You'll make loads of new friends too, I reckon. There's lots of people who, you know, it's just, you meet nice people doing things like that. Oh, you're obviously quite nuts enough to do it.
Oh, yeah. So you are Martin.
I am.
And you are the main man of the
Yes,
Pivot.
I suppose so. It sounds very grand. But yes, yes.
Apparently, everyone said very good words about you. Apparently, you run an amazing event and
Okay,
you're brilliant.
well, that's nice to
so
hear.
that's a good start.
If they're saying nice things behind your back, then
They're saying like, yes, it's all good. So, what would be, so you don't race it, you just organise it?
I've organised bike events for about 20 years, so
Right.
yeah, never an athlete. I just kind of fell into organising cycling, enjoyed the sort of mountain bike community, and stayed organising events for the last 20 years.
Brilliant. Well, without men like you, we wouldn't have events like this, I suppose.
Well, I guess so.
that's, you know, someone's got to do it, yeah. The 12-hour
what's
solo.
interesting about it is you can kind of do this at any level. So if you want to do a lap with your mates and just do that, you can. If you want to do a solo, you can. But here, if you want, you know, if you're struggling, you want to stop or change your bike, you can do that. It's not like someone's whipping you for 12 hours. You can do it at whatever level you think you can achieve it at. You know.
I'm imagining that that's the thing. You can say, oh well, I ride for 12 hours, but you might have a half an hour here, 10
You
minutes
might have
off
a food
there.
problem,
Yeah.
I mean, everyone, until you've done that, you don't really know. It's not just the bike riding element; it's the psychology element, and the concentration and the weather conditions. It's challenging weather this weekend, and that makes a difference. And you've got to change your tyres, and there's quite a lot involved. But
So people do change their tyres then
they
as it
will
gets
do,
muddier?
yeah. I mean, a lot of people here doing the solo will have somebody helping them.
Yeah.
Not many are here now without a bit of support because somebody's making a plan about what they're going to eat, and maybe if they need, if the bike gets muddy, just giving it a bit of a wash off in places here and get too clogged up, moving, and somebody just to keep your spirits up a little bit is quite nice. And just somebody telling you, maybe you want to know where you are in the race, and somebody just keeping an eye on the sort of timing system, telling you how you're getting on. So it's just that bit of moral support really. It's quite nice. It's a bit of a shared experience then as well. So you're solo riding, but actually most people have got somebody supporting them in some way. It's a terrible term, but they call them pit bitches, which is an awful term, but it seems to be the term that sticks in the sport.
Excellent.
Yes.
Well, I know
Men and women are called the same.
I can see I'm going to have a T-shirt made up
Well, yes,
for the lucky
there's quite a
person.
few male pit bitches here. It's not sexist, it just seems to be a word that's stuck in the sport. Not my word, but
No, that's all good.
the tips are for sure is vary what you're doing so you can keep motivated to ride your bike. You don't want to go out on big 12-hour rides and do that. You build up to it. With this you've got night riding as well, so in the winter really practice your night riding because it's very different riding at night.
Yeah, I've done a bit of that.
Lights,
I'm alright riding in the night. It's when I've been in the woods on my own and you feel like you're not meant to be there. It's like, oh.
Well, I mean, there is times people like that. We've obviously got marshals around the course, but there's times when you do feel like quite the light's just lighting up that bit of trail and you don't really know where you are. So it is very different. So good night rides, vary your riding because there's quite a lot of varied terrain here, and I guess build up the longer duration of the rides, and you know that actually you can do that. You can't do an hour's training 2 or 3 times a week and then do a 12-hour race. It doesn't really work that way, so you've got to build up to it.
I was a torchbearer, which is, I've not thought of doing that. So you start in the dark and then you come to the
the
dawn.
only race in the country that starts at midnight. So
brilliant.
It's a bit different. We always get about 30 or 40 crazy people each year who do it. And it's quite nice for us because it gives you new energy on the course at midnight. But also they're starting in the dark, so it's fully dark. You ride a bit of trail in the daytime, it looks very different at night. So it's just getting used to that. Things look different, where your light shows looks different. But a good light's really important as well. You can't just ride it with a commuter light or whatever.
You're getting very wet.
No,
Thank you very much.
Well, we're all getting wet.
Nice to meet you.
Good luck with it.
I'll see you next year.
Thank you.